Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to begin the ceremony. You all are kindly requested to be seated. Assalamu alaikum and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Distinguished guests, Honorable Chancellor of SZABIST University, Dr. Azra Fazal Pichoho, respected members of the Board of Governors, officiating President, Mr. Imtiaz Ali Qazi, esteemed Vice Presidents, Registrar, Deans, Directors, Head of Departments, Program Managers, Faculty, Staff, and students. A very warm welcome to each one of you. I am Dr. Harim Siddiqui, Assistant Professor and Student Affairs Advisor, SZABIST University, and it is my honor and a personal privilege to serve as the Master of Ceremony for this evening. We are gathered here today for the farewell ceremony of President SZABIST University, Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali, a leader who has given 13 years of her life to this institution and left upon it an indelible mark. Today, we honor the journey. Every year, every decision, every sacrifice that brought SZABIST to where it stands today. We have come to celebrate a legacy. This evening belongs to you, madam. And today, we have all come here, not merely as professionals and colleagues, but as people who have been touched and shaped in one way or another by you. Ladies and gentlemen, we now begin the ceremony with the words of the Almighty. I would like to invite Mr. Danish Jamil for the recitation of verses from the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم هل جزاء الإحسان إلا الإحسان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان ومن دونهما جنتان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان آمنت بالله صدق الله العظيم नेकी का बदला नेकी की ही है, तो तुम अपने परवरदिगार की कौन कौन सी नेमत को झुटलाओगे। और उनके अलावा दो जन्नतें और हैं, तो तुम अपने परवरदिगार की कौन कौन सी नेमत को झुटलाओगे। सदक़ल्लाहुल अज़ीम।
Jazakallah, Mr. Danish, for the soulful recitation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my distinguished honor to introduce the Chancellor of SZABIST University, Dr. Azra Fazal Pichoho. Besides serving as the Chancellor of SZABIST University, Dr. Pichoho also serves as the Minister of Health and Population Welfare in the province of Sindh. She is known for her dedication to public health and population welfare issues in the region. Dr. Pichoho has a background in medicine and has been actively involved in healthcare policy throughout her career. As the Minister of Health and Population Welfare in Sindh, Dr. Pichoho has been instrumental in implementing and overseeing healthcare policies and programs aimed at improving public health outcomes and addressing population welfare issues in the province. She has been a vocal advocate for healthcare access, disease prevention, and health education, particularly for vulnerable populations, including women, children, and marginalized communities. With her medical expertise and passion for public health, Dr. Pichoho continues to play a crucial role in shaping healthcare policies and programs in Sindh to improve the health and well-being of its citizens. Respected Chancellor, Dr. Ashraf Fazal Pichoho, we are deeply honored by your presence here this evening, and we respectfully invite you to grace us with your address.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm sorry I was a little late, but I was in my office, and I'm extremely sorry that I have to leave very early because I'm not feeling too good. With that, I would like to say that it's been a pleasure having Shahnaz as not only a friend but a colleague and a working partner. And I've known her since 30 odd years now, and she's been an inspiration for me, as she has been an inspiration for many, many people. She's been totally dedicated, works diligently. I cannot express the number of adjectives that I can use to say what she gives to her public and private life. And I think she is definitely an icon. And I'm very sorry to see her depart from SZABIST. We'll miss her sorely because her wisdom, her commitment, and her dedication to work is incomparable. And I'm very, very unhappy to see her go. But every good thing has to come to an end. I think her tenure was really expeditious in bringing a lot of changes to SZABIST. And she's been a very, very good addition, and I think a remarkable addition for us. And obviously, institutions continue. The personalities may leave us, but as I may also in a couple of years retire from this post. So I think that with that, every person brings their own charm and their own dedication, their own dynamics to an institution. And that's what every person here working in the management, whether they be in the management or the faculty, are bringing to this institution. SZABIST has been a wonderful place for people to work in. I think we are a family, and we work so well together. And I don't think there are any issues between any person sitting here. And we hope that this continues, this harmony, this non-fractional positions that we are now seeing, it does continue throughout. SZABIST now continues to see exponential growth after we say farewell to Shahnaz. And hopefully SZABIST will take steps to become much, much more relevant in the higher education field and become much, much more effective. And I think our students and our faculty are to be congratulated that they come to us and grow with us and give a lot to us as well. So we learn from our students, and our faculty learns from our students as well as we impart knowledge to our students. So thank you very much for being part of SZABIST. Thank you, Shahnaz. We'll always miss you. I hope that you come and take an active role in SZABIST in some capacity or the other, just that you're saying farewell as the president, but you can always be there for us whenever we need you. So thank you again for being part of us. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali served SZABIST University for more than a decade, 13 years to be precise. These 13 years have been a journey of tremendous growth for this university. What you're about to witness is more than a compilation of moments. It is a portrait of a life dedicated entirely and unconditionally to SZABIST. Every frame you will see carries within it a story of perseverance, of vision, and of a love for this institution that cannot be easily put into words. I now invite you to watch a tribute to a journey that deserves every moment of your attention. The next few minutes belong to the screen and to Madam Shahnaz. That's truly an unforgettable legacy. Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali led not just one campus of SZABIST, but all, each of which carries her imprint. Her leadership did not operate from a distance. It was personal, it was meaningful, and it was deeply felt. And I say this not only as your master of ceremony this evening, but as someone who has had the privilege of working closely under her leadership. Madam, you have nurtured me like a mother, guided me like a teacher, and inspired me as a role model. And I'm certain this sentiment is shared by many in this room and by colleagues across every campus of SZABIST. We will now hear messages from the heads of our campuses, people who worked alongside Madam, who witnessed her leadership up close, and who carry within them a part of the SZABIST she built.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm Shahnaz. I have mixed feelings today when I'm recording this message. The feelings of emotional attachment, which is a women leader I have with you, and a professional leader who guided me at times when it was quite difficult for me even to believe that I could be able to rise beyond my own fears and challenges, especially in the area where I'm working. But I think your presence particularly, always, stood alongside me, and I found a silent, prayers in your shadow. And the grace you laid us, the dignity you shown, the professionalism you have, the approach of yours to see the vision of SZABIST, and you lifted our campus from the point where it was really needed to move towards more academic excellence, and Alhamdulillah we expanded. On behalf of entire community of SZABIST Larkana campus, I'm really grateful to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali, for leading us in such a way that we are now able to even lead independently our units. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum everybody. Today we are here to bid farewell to our President, Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali. Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali has spent 13 years as President of SZABIST. And we have the privilege and we are honored to serve as team member under her leadership. Her commitment to vision and mission of SZABIST is profound. And what we experienced is that her contribution in the social sector, in the education sector, and health sector, and working with different organizations, that experience she shared with us all. And it helped in bringing SZABIST to the forefront of the universities. Today, the footprint of SZABIST and its reputation is Alhamdulillah known to everybody in all over Pakistan as a lead university. We learned a lot from Madam President. Her advice on different issues, her kind-heartedness, her ability to listen and then to resolve. Thank you, Madam President. Wish you the best of luck with health and happiness in your future endeavors. Thank you. Ameen.
Madam President, thank you very much for being a leader at SZABIST University. My journey with you has been for the last 12 plus years. I remember when I took the charge of head of campus, you also took the reins of SZABIST as president. And since that day, everything has been brilliant with you. I recall all the support that you have always provided to me. I recall all the time that you have spent with us, and by time I mean it has been hours and hours on discussion how to improve the campus. And you can see how the campus has improved under your leadership. It has all been your guidance, your attention, and I would specifically like to mention that your attention to the smaller campuses. As we remember, Hyderabad campus was a very small campus in 2013, at the end of the 2013. And since then, it has grown to a level which is now recognized not only in the city, but outside of the city as well. From being the last campus, smaller campus, this has become now the third largest campus in SZABIST family. And we are proud that under your leadership, we have grown to this level. I thank you. I thank you very much from the Hyderabad team. We all thank you, and we hope that you have a great journey ahead in your life. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon from SZABIST Dubai campus. Today we gather with mixed emotions as we bid farewell to our esteemed President Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali upon the completion of her outstanding service tenure. Respected Madam, first of all, on behalf of the faculty, staff, students and alumni body of SZABIST Dubai campus, I would like to express our deepest gratitude for your visionary leadership, unwavering commitment and exceptional service to SZABIST University. For us at SZABIST Dubai campus, your support has been particularly meaningful. During the many challenges and uncertainties we faced over the years, you were there, available with your guidance, wisdom, and encouragement. And whenever we sought your direction, you listened with patience and responded with clarity and compassion. Your confidence in our team and your continued support enabled us to navigate difficult circumstances with resilience and determination. Respected Madam, as you conclude this chapter of your remarkable journey, please know that your legacy will continue to inspire future generations of students, faculty members, and academic leaders. The values you have championed, the standards you have set will remain an integral part of SZABIST identity. Thank you very much, Madam, for your extraordinary service to the SZABIST University.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Dear Madam President, as you conclude your 13 remarkable years at SZABIST University, there has been one memory that have stayed with me. I still remember when, on recommendation of Professor Dr. Altaf Mukati, you finalized me as head of campus for Gharo. Though initially I was very ready to go, but when I was actually formally offered this job, this transfer, I had my doubts and I was unwilling to go. It was that time when you placed your trust in me, you encouraged me, and you motivated me to join the Gharo campus. Madam President, looking back today, I realize how right you were. Gharo campus over these 4 years have grown under your able leadership, and today it has a student community of 850 students. I still remember my one-to-one sessions with you for hours where we discussed how Gharo campus can actually thrive and become a sustainable campus. So thank you very much for your able leadership, and on behalf of whole team of Gharo campus, I would like to thank you for everything. Dear Madam President, I would also like to emphasize that I was only one among many whose lives have been touched by your able leadership. There have been many others at various campuses of SZABIST who have grown under your able leadership. Dear Madam, as you proceed, I would like to wish you good health, success, and lots of prayers for your good self. And I really hope that we'll be in touch and we'll continue to receive your able guidance whenever there is a need. Thank you very much.
Thank you to our campus heads for those heartfelt words. Ladies and gentlemen, leadership at any institution is rarely the work of one person alone. It is a partnership built on trust, shared vision, and the courage to pursue excellence even when the path is not easy. The leaders seated with us this evening have been steadfast partners in Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali's journey of building SZABIST into what it is today. I now have the honor of inviting our Vice Presidents and officiating President to share a few words about Madam. I invite to the podium Madam Nasreen Haq, Vice President, Administration and Finance.
Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, students, and friends, today we honor a remarkable colleague, a mentor, and a friend, Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali, as she begins her well-deserved retirement from SZABIST. It is truly a bittersweet as we celebrate a career that has shaped this institution and touched so many lives. Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali's contributions have been profound and enduring. Her compassion, professionalism, and unwavering dedication shaped our institution's culture, strengthened our values, and influenced the future of countless students. In leadership, mentoring, and academic support, she brought integrity, clarity, and a quiet but a powerful energy to every task. To colleagues, she was a model of collaboration, listening carefully, offering wise counsel, and finding practical solutions. Her calm confidence and warm smile made her a trusted partner. Many learned from her what it means to lead with humility. To students, Madam Shahnaz offered encouragement and belief. They remember conversations that inspired them, advice that opened opportunities, talents grow. Influence will continue in their achievements. Her legacy is visible all around us in the programs and the processes. She helped envision the systems she strengthened and the students she upheld for quality and inclusion. These are living reminders of her foresight, her perseverance, and her deep commitment to excellence in higher education. Madam Shahnaz, as you enter this new chapter of life, we hope you carry as much joy and pride as you have given us. Retirement is not an ending, but a different kind of a beginning, a new chapter, more time for family, for rest and reflection, more time for travel, for quiet pleasures that busy days once pushed aside. We know you will embrace this phase with the same grace and purpose that you gave your career. On behalf of all of us, thank you for your dedication, leadership, and warmth. We will miss you, your daily presence. But we are grateful for the strong foundations and the living values you leave behind. Please join me in offering our heartfelt gratitude and in wishing Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali good health, deep happiness, and every success in the years ahead. May this new journey be as meaningful as the one you have shared with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Nasreen. I request our Vice President, Academics, Dr. Mohammad Altaf Mukati, to please come on stage.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chairperson and Chancellor, respected members of the Board of Governors, officiating President, Vice President Finance and Development, respected heads of campuses, deans, heads of department, program managers, faculty members, staff members, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening. I have given hundreds of speeches in my 45 years of academic career, but today I feel almost speechless. There are occasions when words are not enough to express your feelings. Today is one such occasion. That is why I have brought a written speech. I can't summarize the journey of 13 years with Madam Shahnaz in just 5 minutes. How can I capture years of trust, guidance, teamwork, challenges, achievements, and institutional transformation in a few words? Madam Shahnaz and I started our journeys at SZABIST almost at the same time. At that time, many gray areas required attention, improvement, restructuring, and long-term vision. The institution had great potential, but potential alone does not create progress. It needs proper teamwork, it needs commitment, it needs consistency, and above all, it needs people who believe in building institutions, not merely running offices. Whatever growth we see today at Karachi campus and across all other campuses in Pakistan was not possible without the active support of the Chancellor and the Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali. Over these 13 years, countless steps were taken to consolidate academic governance, improve quality, and bring SZABIST closer to the standards of leading universities. To name only a few, we first changed and reinforced the academic structure. We appointed 4 deans at Karachi campus and later 2 associate deans at Islamabad campus. Like any good university, we established and reinforced important academic and governance bodies, including the Board of Studies, Board of Faculty, Board of Advanced Studies and Research, Doctoral Committee, Research Committee, Institutional Ethical Review Board, Office of Research, Innovation and Commercialization, ORIC, Department of Graduate Studies, Office of the Registrar, Department of University Advancement, and many others. We also revised the structure and SOP of the Academic Council. One of the biggest challenges before us was that many of our programs were not accredited at all campuses. This was not a small task. It was a big challenge. It required planning, coordination, documentation, faculty commitment, compliance, and continuous flow. Madam Shahnaz knows well how much preparations are required. I'm thankful to her and also to our heads of campuses, deans and HODs for their cooperation and full support that we are able to achieve that challenging tasks. Today, Alhamdulillah, all our programs are accredited by the respective regulatory bodies. I can say without any hesitation that with the blessing of Allah Almighty, what we today is far better, stronger and more organized than what we were 13 years ago. At Karachi campus, our student body was less than 3,000. Today it is above 7,000. We had 4 buildings. Today we have 9. We were offering 18 academic programs. Today we are offering 40 plus academic programs. Similar growth and progress can be seen at our campuses as well, due to the dynamic leadership of the respective head of campuses and under the umbrella of the President Shahnaz Wazir Ali. I don't want to take too much time, but I felt it was necessary to mention that institutions do not grow automatically. Buildings do not rise automatically. Programs do not improve automatically. Accreditation does not come automatically. Behind every achievement, there are countless days and nights of work. Behind every milestone, there is a vision, a strategy, and a team that refuses to give up. On a personal note, it will be unfair if I do not mention one of the most memorable days of my life, and the credit for that goes exclusively to Madam Shahnaz. When I received the Lifetime Achievement Award at Evan Sadr, Madam Shahnaz organized a special ceremony in recognition of the honor. She arranged it with such a passion, affection, and dedication that even I did not know my family had been invited. Her words, her appreciation, and her encouragement gave me a deep sense of motivation and respect. That day will always remain close to my heart. On a lighter note, Madam Shahnaz and I also share the same month of birth, that is December. So that's why we can understand each other well than any other else. On behalf of my entire team, I thank you, Madam Shahnaz, for your support and your trust over the period of 13 years. We all pray for your well-being. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Mukati. And finally, I now request our officiating president, Mr. Imtiaz Ali Qazi, to share his thoughts.
I have a morbid fear of that place. So I hope you won't mind if I speak from here. Really? Okay. Many years back, I was serving as secretary in the Ministry of Water and Power. And I landed in that ministry right in the middle of the hot summer season. And there was a terrible shortage of energy. And we were short by 4,000, 5,000 megawatts, whatever. And every morning my job was to look at my mobile and see which power plants are running, which are not running. And then I had to run to finance ministry requesting for, 2 billion, 3 billion. Power sector is not millions, it is billions, And it went on and went on for a year and about 3-4 months. It was a roller coaster ride. And within a week or so, I was hauled up. Before I could learn where is washroom of my office, I was hauled up before the Supreme Court. And that presiding hanging judge, Justice Chaudhary, and asked those questions, those difficult questions which are normally asked by the income tax officer. Anyway, after that it was, standing committees of National Assembly, Senate, and special committees and government, and then the federal cabinet. So anyway, finally when I retired, I was given the send-off, the way we are meeting here, and asked to speak. So I narrated to them the whole rough ride that went through. And then I told them that, look, tomorrow when I get up, I will be free of all worries. I won't be caring, which plants are running, which are not running, circular debt is being paid or not. And then I quoted Faiz Ahmad Faiz. Faiz Saab has written a beautiful ghazal, and its opening verse is, अब रकीब न नासह न गम गुसार कोई तुम आशना थे तो थी आशनाइयाँ क्या क्या So now that job is gone, all these headaches are gone. And madam, if you allow me, there's another verse which follows this. It says, हम ऐसे सादा लोहों की न्याज़मंदी से बुतों ने की हैं जहाँ में खुदाइयाँ क्या क्या. So what I'm saying is basically that tomorrow when you'll get up, and for last few days, I'm sure part of you must be quite relieved that you have done a great job for 13 years and now these headaches are no more with you. Some wise man said once that at the end of the day you have to live with yourself. So you must be at peace with yourself. And we have no doubt that you are at peace with yourself. You have served this whole nation, not only SZABIST, and that you have served this nation so very well. The brighter side is that there will be many times will be available to you when we can seek your guidance, when we can seek your opinion and your help and so many things. You'll be invited to all the events and we'll be really honored. So this is the brighter side. And the other day I was reading from a children's book that a man went to a doctor and he said, doctor, by mistake, yesterday I was playing flute and I swallowed it. So the doctor said, look at the brighter side. It could have been a piano. So this is the brighter side that will be free for all of us. I must say in the end that normally when some colleague leaves, you say that it's difficult to fill in his shoes. In your case, it will be difficult to fill in your sandal. Well, we wish you all the best in your life, madam.
Thank you, Qazi Saab, for those thoughtful words. Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali has always held a deep appreciation for arts, culture, music, and the many forms of student expression. She has long understood that a university truly flourishes when it creates room for creativity, performance, and young voices to be heard. It is with that spirit that she has always championed student activities and encouraged our young performers to step confidently onto the stage. Today, in her honor, our faculty, staff, and students have come together to present a musical tribute. Knowing her fondness for music, we felt that no farewell celebration for Madam would be complete without this special expression of affection. I would now like to invite to the stage our talented student performers from the SZABIST Performing Arts Society. Leading them is the Society's President, Mr. Muiz Qadir, along with Ashhad Javeri, Samreen Sultan on flute, Bilal Siddiqui on guitar, Aska Shaur on keyboard, and Mr. Julius Marcus on dholak, along with the music coach, Mr. Naeem Shah. Joining them on the stage are our distinguished singers, Dr. Asad Ali, faculty member from Management Sciences, and last but not the least, Dr. Tazeen Imran, program manager, BS Accounting and Finance. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving them a huge round of applause.
Check, check, check. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Mois Qadir, Performing Arts Society President, and along with me, I have very talented Samreen Sultan, our coach Sarnaim Shah, the very talented guitarist, and Julius Marcus with me, and Ashad Javeri as our vocalist. So we will be starting our tribute to Madam Shahnaz with a soulful performance by Samreen Sultan. Here we go. Thank you so much, Samreen. Now we have a medley, which is a small tribute to our very honorable Madam Shahnaz. I would like to call Ashad Javeri with me stage.
काश हम जुदा न होते, कभी अलविदा न कहते। चाह नहीं था हमको बड़ा हमको जाना, तुम हमको याद रखना, कभी दिल से ना बुलाना। हम पास हो या न हो हमें प्यार से बुलाना, तुम हमको याद रखना, कभी दिल से ना बुलाना, हम पास हो या न हो हमें प्यार से बुलाना। एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है।
ला 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 ला।
तू धार है नदिया की, मैं तेरा किनारा हूँ, तू मेरा सहारा है, मैं तेरा सहारा हूँ। आँखों में समंदर, आशाओं का पानी है, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है। एक प्यार का नगमा है। आज जाने की जिद ना करो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो, यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो, यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो। आज जाने की जिद ना करो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो। हाय मर जाएंगे हम तो लुट जाएंगे, हाय मर जाएंगे हम तो लुट जाएंगे, ऐसी बातें किया ना करो। आज जाने की जिद ना करो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो।
अभी न जाओ छोड़ कर कि दिल अभी भरा नहीं, अभी ना जाओ छोड़ कर कि दिल अभी भरा नहीं। अभी अभी तो आए हो, अभी अभी तो, अभी अभी तो
महक तो ले, ये शाम ढल तो ले जरा, ये शाम ढल तो ले जरा, ये दिल मचल तो ले जरा, मैं थोड़ी देर जी तो लूं, नशे के घूंट पी तो लूं, नशे के घूंट पी तो लूं, अभी तो कुछ कहा नहीं, अभी तो कुछ सुना नहीं, अभी ना जाओ छोड़ कर के दिल अभी भरा नहीं, अभी ना जाओ छोड़ कर के दिल अभी भरा नहीं।
Okay, now on last Saturday I took a notebook and a pad and I wrote a song for Madam Shahnaz.
आज जो भी है हम सब है आपकी बदौलत, आपके समर्पण को सलाम। आपने की भलाई सारी बातें सिखाई, कैसे मैं करूं इनको बयां। शुक्रिया 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 शुक्रिया। ये जुदाई क्यों है आई, तेरा जाना साथ लाई। ये जुदाई क्यों है आई, तेरा जाना साथ लाई। हम भी हैं रोए, हम भी हैं खोए तेरे जाने से, तेरे जाने से। चाहत ऐसी कम ना हुई जो तेरे जाने से, तेरे जाने से। जुदा जुदा हुए खफा खफा हुए हम, न जाने क्यों अलविदा। तेरी तरफ से मेरी तरफ से दोनों तरफ से हम यूं सदाओ। है ये कहानी मेरी जुबानी, दुनिया है फानी मैंने न जानी। है ये मोहब्बत है ये इरादे, जीते रहेंगे लेकर ये यादें। जीते रहेंगे लेकर ये यादें, ये यादें। जीते रहेंगे लेकर ये यादें। आज जो भी है हम सब है आपकी ही बदौलत, आपके समर्पण को सलाम। आपने की भलाई सारी बातें सिखाई, कैसे मैं करूं इनको बयां। शुक्रिया 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 शुक्रिया।
Okay, so now I'd like to call Sir Asad to perform for Madam Shahnaz.
जब कोई प्यार से बुलाएगा, जब कोई प्यार से बुलाएगा, तुमको एक शख्स याद आएगा। जब कोई प्यार से बुलाएगा, जब कोई प्यार से बुलाएगा, तुमको एक शख्स याद आएगा। लज़्ज़ते गम से आशना होकर, अपने महबूब से जुदा होकर, लज़्ज़ते गम से आशना होकर, अपने महबूब से जुदा होकर, दिल कहीं जब सुकून न पाएगा, दिल कहीं जब सुकून न पाएगा, तुमको एक शख्स याद आएगा। जब कोई प्यार से बुलाएगा, जब कोई प्यार से बुलाएगा, तुमको एक शख्स याद आएगा। अपने लब पे नाम होगा प्यार का, शम्मा देख कर जलेगा दिल सदा। अपने लब पे नाम होगा प्यार का, शम्मा देख कर जलेगा दिल सदा। जब कोई सितारा टिमटिमाएगा, जब कोई सितारा टिमटिमाएगा, तुमको एक शख्स याद आएगा। जब कोई प्यार से बुलाएगा, जब कोई प्यार से बुलाएगा, तुमको एक शख्स याद आएगा। तुमको एक शख्स याद आएगा, तुमको एक शख्स याद आएगा।
Thank you so much, sir. Now I'd like to call Miss Tazeen.
सफर में गुजर जाते हैं जो मकाम, वो फिर नहीं आते, वो फिर नहीं आते। फूल खिलते हैं, लोग मिलते हैं, फूल खिलते हैं, लोग मिलते हैं, मगर पतझड़ में जो फूल मुरझा जाते हैं, वो बहारों के आने से खिलते नहीं। कुछ लोग एक रोज जो बिछड़ जाते हैं, वो हजारों के आने से मिलते नहीं। उम्र भर चाहे कोई पुकारा करे उनका नाम, वो फिर नहीं आते। रात जाती है यूं ही, वक्त चलता ही रहता है, रुकता नहीं। एक पल में ये आगे निकल जाता है, आदमी ठीक से देख पाता नहीं, और पर्दे से मंजर बदल जाता है। एक बार चले जाते हैं जो दिन रात सुबह हो शाम, वो फिर नहीं आते, वो फिर नहीं आते। जिंदगी के सफर में गुजर जाते हैं जो मकाम, वो फिर नहीं आते, वो फिर नहीं आते।
So now I would like to conclude this musical segment with a beautiful song, Rahe Na Rahe. So I'd like to call the whole music team with me.
रहे ना रहे हम महका करेंगे, बन के कली बन के सवा बादे वफा। रहे न रहे हम महका करेंगे, बन के कली बन के सवा बादे वफा में। ला 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 ला। रहे न रहे हम महका करेंगे, बन के कली बन के सबा बादे वफा में।
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Remarkable. What a fitting tribute for Madam Shahnaz. Thank you to all the performers. Madam Shahnaz, I hope you enjoyed the performances. A huge round of applause for our performers, please. Thank you. There are moments in the life of an institution that no camera can fully capture, and yet they demand to be remembered. What you're about to see on screen, ladies and gentlemen, did not happen because it was planned. There was no instruction, no rehearsal. On the day Madam walked out of SZABIST for the last time as its president, SZABIST walked out with her. Every floor, every department, everyone. Faculty, staff, students, standing shoulder to shoulder, lining the path from her office all the way to the door and beyond. And as she walked through that crowd, the applause that followed her was not a gesture. It was a tribute offered by the people who meant every clap. Ladies and gentlemen, what follows is not just a video. It is SZABIST speaking from the heart. That is what 13 years of genuine leadership looks like. And now, a moment I'm certain all of us have been bracing ourselves for. We have spoken about Madam, we have shown you glimpses of what she means to this institution. But no one can articulate her journey, her gratitude, and her hopes for SZABIST better than herself. It is my privilege and my honor to invite to this podium Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I stand here before you today not as a host, which is what I have done for many, many years in this institution, but as a guest. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being the host tonight. Since we are joined online by many of our colleagues, Islamabad campus, Khusro Parvez Saab and his team, Hyderabad campus, Jawad Khoso Saab and his team, Dr. Zahida Abro in Larkana, Dr. Humayun Said in Dubai, and Vijay, who's here, Vijay Kumar from as HUC Gharo. And also, I would like to start by addressing Bakhtawar Bhutto Saiba, who's our chairperson, who will see this on screen later tonight. So I want to particularly address her and thank her for her support, for her great interest that she takes, and for the young and dedicated leadership that she brings to SZABIST. We are very privileged to have the daughter of Muhtarma Benazir Bhutto Shaheed, our founder, as our chairperson. She became the chairperson of SZABIST in 2018 and has guided the board with her very, very incisive mind and a very sharp and clear picture of where she would like to see SZABIST in the future. I also want to recognize Asifa Bhutto Zardari, member of the board, who is now the First Lady of Pakistan. I don't think any university has this distinction of having on their board the First Lady of Pakistan, the youngest member of our board, and also extremely interested and very dedicated. Honorable members of the board, Mr. Ali Mandriwala, Dr. Talib Lashari, Dr. Asad Sayed, and others who could not join us here today, but Qasim Sumro Saab is here. Thank you for your presence and for staying with us throughout this evening. I would also like to recognize the special invitee, Mr. Aziz Memon, who's here, and he's the chair of the National Pakistan Polio Plus Committee. He's also the member of the International Polio Plus Committee, and he's also the trustee of the Rotary Foundation, and he has had a long association with SZABIST also. Thank you very much, Aziz Mehman Saab, for being here. I know that there are several of our staff members and colleagues sitting outside this room, so I want to recognize them. My 3 VPs, and today one of them is the officiating president, Imtiaz Qazi Saab. Thank you so much for your very interesting sharing your thoughts about your being Secretary of Water and Power and what followed thereafter when you leave. Thank you to Dr. Altaf Mukherjee Saab for not only what you said here this evening, but all the years that we have worked together. I've learned a lot from you. You have been the academic leader, the academic guru of SZABIST. You have represented SZABIST at all the senior academic forums, and I'm most grateful to you for steering the academic development of SZABIST from just a handful of programs to now 44 programs that we have, and all of them accredited. So thank you, Dr. Mukherjee. I cannot express the long journey that you and I have had together and the many, many achievements, our conversations, the challenges and the guidance, and where SZABIST stands today, it owes a great deal to you. To Vice President, Madam Nasreen Haq, she organized this evening and kept it as a surprise. It was really quite amazing. She does everything so beautifully, so graciously, so thoughtfully. Every single event of SZABIST, which has pulled all of us together here as colleagues, has been organized by Madam Nasreen with her eye for beauty, for design, and for perfection. Madam Nasreen, I recall, when I often think of her, I think of her with her helmet on, with her Nikes at the Gharo campus. In the heat of the summer, climbing up 2 floors, 3 floors, and even hurting herself in her foot. But despite that, the dedication that she showed, both in the design, the layout, the plan, the architectural drawings, dealing with the consultants, and building the largest campus that SZABIST has today, which is Gharo. And it stands really, Madam Nasreen, as a testament to you. Not only does she wear the hat of planning and development, and she's renovated all our campuses, she's deeply engaged in the expansion of the SZABIST system, but she also is the Vice President for Finance. So with that hat on, she's a tough taskmaster. All the budget sessions that we've had, intensive, in great micro detail, Madam Nasreen has gone over the finances of SZABIST, and it is to her that we owe the fact that we had significant surpluses which has allowed SZABIST to grow to where it is today. I would like to name everyone here and to name everybody outside, but it is not possible to do so. So let me say to all my colleagues, friends, deans, directors, HODs, program managers, senior managers, and everyone who is here today, a very, very special thank you. I want in particular to recognize Dr. Sulaiman Sheikh Saab, who's here tonight. He is the advisor to the chair and to the co-chair of the board. And he's got the longest institutional memory of SZABIST. He's one of the oldest people associated with SZABIST. And it is incredible how much he remembers the entire date line. When he joined SZABIST, it was in 1999, a long time ago. And he took over, and that was a decision made in the Board of Governors meeting, which Mohtarama Benazir Bhutto chaired. So, Dr. Sulaiman Sheikh Saab, we owe you a great, from the depth of my heart, I owe you thanks for your guidance, for your being a pillar, and for your being actually the encyclopedia on SZABIST. Each and every one of our board members has contributed in great measure, not small measure, in great measures, to the development of SZABIST. I would like especially to thank each one of them who's here today, and also some who are not here, but I do appreciate their input. So how do I start to sum up? Not 13 years, but more than 30 years, 36 years. So I'll just spend a few minutes. I know it's been a long evening. The thought of SZABIST was seeded in Muhtarma's mind in 1989. So the history of this institution goes far back. And in 1990, it began to assume clear shape. And in 1991, I think it was the first board meeting was held at that time. So what was it like over there? I was with her every step that she was involved in the education sector, and since this was an education institute, and she had a vision, she had a very clear vision at that time. And especially because Lubna Khalid is here as Director Education and Wahida Mahesar is here as Executive Director, both of them Executive Directors. Wahida Mahesar, Executive Director, ZabTech. Bibi always used to say, I want a P2P system. And P2P meant primary to PhD. That was in her mind at that time, as far back as 1989 and 1990. And this brief background to that I would like to give. When she became Prime Minister in 1988, practically every country in the world came to see her. Their delegations, their senior people, and offered Pakistan help. And it was a period in which a great deal of aid came into Pakistan, and many accords were signed with many countries. The United States of America came and said, we want to establish the Asian Institute of Technology in Pakistan. And there were discussions that went on with the Secretary of Science and Technology and Minister, and Secretary Education and the ministers, for establishing the Asian Institute of Technology. Some of you were probably in your teenage years in 1989, but this was the discussion going on in the Prime Minister's house. And a lot of things were clarified at that time. I think it was over $250 million that they were going to put into the Asian Institute of Technology here. After some time, unconstitutionally and illegally, her government was dismissed in 1990, and this program was lost. What had actually happened was that the President Ghulam Ishaq Khan, knowing that the Americans had come and USAID had offered this huge amount of money and technical assistance for setting up the AIT, he dismissed the People's Party government, and he asked them to give him some of the money to establish the Ghulam Ishaq Khan Institute in Topi. So they did not give him, of course, because they had come with a particular plan for political leadership. However, he did manage to get some money, and this is on public record, therefore I'm speaking about it today. And it exists in the files of the federal ministries. So a certain amount was funded by the government of Pakistan, and Ghulam Ishaq Khan Institute of Engineering and Science and Technology was set up in Pakistan. And we lost the opportunity to set up an Asian Institute of Science and Technology. That's what happens sometimes. But I give you that story, and I share that story with you, because I do think that SZABIST has the potential. It has the energy, it has the resilience, and it has a critical core and it has a history of 25 years. We are not amongst the top universities of Pakistan today, but I think we can be amongst the top 10, 15 premier universities of Pakistan in science and technology, in many of the other areas that SZABIST also offers. So as I look at all of you here today, and those who are outside, and especially as I look at the students every day when I would come to work and leave work and engage in all the different types of events that we had, I was reinforced in my belief that there is talent, there's creativity, there's intellect, there's commitment, and we have built an institution which has begun to support that. So in my 13 years that I have been here, we have developed it from a smaller institute to a well-established university, but it has a long way to go. And it is, I think it is the time for a new leader to come. It is the time when SZABIST has to very seriously reflect on its future path. And the reason why I feel very confident, I think that we do have the men and women here in the leadership positions and in the governance positions and in the chair to really develop SZABIST into what may be the Pakistan Institute of Science and Technology, if not the Asian Institute of Science and Technology, and other fields and other areas. So I see a lot of hope. I see SZABIST being adaptive, it being resilient, it improving itself in terms of its accredited programs, in terms of its reputation, in terms of what our alumni are doing, because a university is judged not only what happens in its classrooms. We know that in our classrooms we are teaching for the future, but it is really most often in the marketplace and in the hallways and corridors of other institutions, judged by the alumni that it produces. So I'm quite confident, very confident. I don't want to use the words, as I say, farewell and leave you, because I do hope in some way or the other to contribute. Whenever you invite me, I will be happy to come. I do want to also share one thought with you, that institutions build nations. People lead nations, but it's institution building that is the greatest contribution that you can make. Strengthen your institutions. Yes, in that process, you grow yourself. You develop, you learn, and you begin to mentor others. But build strong institutions based on merit, based on excellence, based on an eye to the future, based in recognition of the needs of the people of this country, based also in recognition of the fact that we have enormous talent, enormous potential, and that it needs a place to be nurtured and to actualize itself. So build institutions, and that's what each one of you is. You're an institution builder. When you come to work every single day, and I know sometimes it doesn't look like you're doing anything exceptional and great, but every single day is leading to a strong SZABIST. I want to thank each and every one of you who's here, who's joined me in this evening, and there are many others who are not here. And I was just looking, just before I left, at some of the people who had left. There's Mali Baba, who's also left. He's old and he's retired. I don't know how many of you remember Supervisor Iqbal Saab, Sattar Saab. They have all served this institution for 20 years, 25 years, 26 years. And they have all retired after their years of service. So at one point or the other, we all have to retire. But I know that there's enough life, because I believe there's a germ, and that germ is a SZABIST germ. And it's in each one of us. For those who come to SZABIST, it is a very special place. It's a place that you yourself make special, and that's really important. And I see some of our old colleague friends sitting here, Ms. Hadra, Ms. Sheila, and Dr. Samira. They are working, I know, at Ziauddin, and they're heading departments at Ziauddin, but they're doing outstanding work over there, and we're proud of that. I want to thank Asim Raza, the president of the Student Council. Very, very energetic. This is his second term, because both at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, why are we here? We are here for them, for the students, for the future generation of Pakistan. We can build institutions for them. I think we will have done our job. Thank you very much.
Some moments call for more than words. And we would like our madam to present with something to hold on to, a small token of love and appreciation from SZABIST. Madam Shahnaz, I would request you to kindly join us again on the stage. And along with her, I would request our officiating president, Mr. Imtiaz Ali Qazi, along with Dr. Mukati and Madam Nasreen Haq, to present the shield and souvenir to Madam Shahnaz Wazir Ali. Qazi Saab to present the shield to Madam. There's another small souvenir for Madam. Madam Nasreen Haq, yes, please, this one. And there's a special gift for Madam. I would like Dr. Mukati to please give it to Madam. This is a sketch which is drawn by one of our faculty members from Media Science Department, Mr. Naeem Shah. Mr. Naeem Shah, if you are here, kindly join us on the stage. Yes, please come. Madam, this is made by Naeem Shah Saab. If you all could kindly be staying on the stage for a while, I would request the respected members of the Board of Governors, the family members of Madam Shahnaz, the deans, directors, HODs and PMs to kindly join us on the stage for a group photograph. You all are requested to kindly be seated for a little while longer. I request all of you to kindly be seated. Madam, we would like to have a picture of you with your family, please.